Mr. Moderator, I believe that the most important action that must be included in the World Conference outcome document is a decision to create an implementing and monitoring body for the Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. Creation of such a body is widely supported by Indigenous peoples, including at least 129 Indigenous nations and 21 organizations who propose the following recommendation for including in the outcome document. That the UN World Conference decide to create an implementing and monitoring body with a mandate to promote and monitor implementation of the Declaration and to encourage compliance with the obligations expressed in the Declaration. Such a monitoring and implementation body should have a mandate to receive relevant information, to share best practices, to make recommendations, and to otherwise work toward the objectives of the Declaration. The body should be made up of experts, including Indigenous experts. The General Assembly should, in conjunction with Indigenous peoples, establish a process which would include Indigenous peoples representatives for elaborating the structure and mandate of such a body or mechanism at the earliest possible time. The creation of a UN body has been recommended in one form or another by the ALTA document and by various regional Indigenous caucuses. Nothing is needed more than this to further the objectives of the Declaration. In fact, the Declaration may never be implemented unless such a body is created. We are making a concrete and specific demand for the kind of action envisioned by the UN General Assembly for the World Conference under General Assembly Resolution 65-198 in 2010. Now we have provided specific details about an implementing body, but we have no fixed idea of what the body must be or how it must function. But we are demanding that a decision be made to do something to create an effective monitoring and implementation body. The General Assembly must take concrete actions at the conference. We insist on this. Otherwise, those who have denigrated the World Conference and called for its cancellation will be proven right. Mr. Moderator, because there is so little time before the conference to discuss and evaluate the various options for an implementing and a monitoring body, it may be necessary for the conference to decide that a process shall be created to examine and evaluate options for such a body and to make recommendations for making such a body effective, efficient, and economical. The full text of this recommendation and the background information is being provided electronically to the PGA as well as the advisors and others present today. Thank you very much for allowing this time for me.